The wedding festivities in Baymard have reached their peak. Amidst the laughter and clinking goblets, Landon Barn, a man who once lived as a modern engineer on Earth before finding himself reborn in this land, shares a final hour of joy with his guests, all while his heart yearns for the quiet chambers where his bride, Lucy, waits. Bound by oaths of brotherhood, the allies lift their glasses in a toast of unity. The atmosphere is electric, a testament to the magnetic bond between the men who have stood side by side through countless trials in this evolving empire. Not to be outdone, the elders and parents rise in a playful display of competitive spirit. The hall rings with the rhythmic clashing of crystal as the generations vie for the loudest cheer of the night. The royal ladies join the fray, their vigor turning the wedding into a boisterous symphony of celebration. Reporters scramble to capture the moment, knowing these images will define the season's social narratives. As the hour passes, Landon makes his move. With a final, polite nod to his friends, he gathers his composure, ready to leave the revelry behind to fulfill his promise to the bride. Stepping out into the cool night air, the traditional procession begins. Guards weave around him, their spears moving in a hypnotic, ceremonial dance that echoes Baymard's rich, hidden history. Arrival at the inner chambers brings the ritual to its climax. He receives the sacred ancestral bangles, tokens of unity to be worn for 7 days, an observance he honors not for the superstition, but for the tradition his wife holds dear. With the cameras left behind and the ceremonial duties concluded, Landon ascends. The weight of his responsibilities fades for a moment, replaced by the warmth of impending intimacy. But miles away, a storm is gathering in the capital of Yadin. Summer has arrived, but the heat brings with it an unease that chills the hearts of the powerful. The return of Damon from the mysterious Tenola has sent shockwaves through high society. He plays the role of the eligible bachelor perfectly, though the people he mingles with are but pawns in his calculated eyes. McLean watches from afar, his heart heavy with grief for his lost lineage. The return of his cousin's son, Damon, is not a homecoming to be celebrated, but an omen of a potential coup waiting to unfold. In the shadows of the banquet, Trigun and Damon finalize their agenda. They view the throne not as a responsibility, but as a prize to be stolen during the coming winter when guards are lowered. Back in Baymard, the honeymoon is a quiet affair. Despite the looming mission to save Princess Tilda and the fight against the encroaching virus, the couple steals precious hours of normalcy. Yet even the peace in Baymard is fragile. The system detects a shift in the natural order. A forgotten ancient power, the Holy Core, has been unearthed, setting a collision course between the future and ancient secrets. Deep in the wilds, thousands labor in a relentless downpour. They are driven by greed and the promise of ultimate power, unaware that they are awakening a force they cannot hope to control. Commander Bonesaw commands the efforts with a ruthless focus. He knows what he retrieves is Morgane's future, a treasure hidden for centuries that will soon change the world forever. The heavens themselves seem to fight the intrusion. A massive lightning strike rocks the mountain, and for a heart-stopping moment, the core threatens to return to the abyss, claiming those foolish enough to touch it. The system's warning cuts through the tranquility of Landon's morning. The plans have changed. The retrieval of the Holy Core has begun, and the window for a peaceful honeymoon has slammed shut. Lucy senses the shift in his aura. The cold, heavy focus of a leader preparing for war replaces the warmth of a husband. The virus was one threat, but the core represents an existential danger he cannot ignore. He accesses the system's new data. The alien technologies, a metal enhancer and a high-tier mechanical spider builder, are gifts meant to bolster him against a power that, at 50%, could shatter his current defenses. The assimilation of this technology is an agonizing trial, pushing his mental and physical limits to the breaking point. Yet, he perseveres, knowing every byte of data is a step towards securing his people's survival. The mechanical spider builders are his new silent army. They will work tirelessly, constructing the defense Baymard needs at speeds previously thought impossible, turning the tide before the enemy can master the core. With the metal enhancer, his legions will soon be clad in nearly impenetrable gear. And with the anti-gravitational tech, he will give them wings, elevating his forces to a theater of war where they are untouchable. The departure for the mission nears. With threats closing in from all sides and ancient artifacts resurfacing, the path forward is paved with fire. But Landon Barn is ready. For Baymard, for his family, he will meet the coming storm head-on.